Morning, everyone. Welcome to iSkew Summit. We are extremely sorry for all the inconveniences that has caused to you because all of us are new to the platform. We are trying our level best to ensure that things are smooth, but still there were a few glitches. So people who have not received the email, we did send the email last night, but if you have not received it, we are extremely sorry. We do apologize. Uh, Let me just make it absolutely clear in terms of why we are doing it. It's a very simple process. We explained it on day one that the recruitment landscape is going to change, and students, they need to be prepared for the next 1 year for the worst. So we thought, why not do a summit where we can explain it to the students how they need to prepare, what are the kind of opportunities that is in store for them, and what is the current scenario of placements. Because I know for a fact that every student who is part of this summit is aspiring for a job. As I said on day one, you are absolutely self-driven, you're self-motivated, and that is the reason why you decided to be part of the whole process. Uh, and so it was important that we explain it to you in terms of what has been happening in the last 1 year and what will probably happen in the next 1 year. So welcome everyone to iSkew Summit 2021. We have Janover Balthasar. He is one of our trainers for the session today. Welcome, Jano.
Thank you, Jita.
Okay, great. And so most of you are familiar with me. My name is Ranjit Keshav. I'm the managing director of Insight Job Guru, and I'm the chief mentor at iSkew. So you can see the logos on your screen. So I know we have students from outside Kerala as well. Let me just give you a case analysis just by taking a particular geography, but the situation is pretty much the same. Just because you are from outside Kerala, just because you are from Karnataka, don't think that this is the only this problem is only there in Kerala, or this is the only state of affairs in Kerala. No, it is pretty much the same in most of the states in India. I've just taken Kerala as a case analysis to put my point across to everybody in the summit. Uh, because I'm from Kerala, and my line of work is in my state. I've been here for like donkey years now. So I thought it will be better if I take my demography to put that point across to you. So what exactly is the case analysis? The geography, Kerala, there are 130 engineering colleges in Kerala at the moment on papers. So on papers, if you see, there are actively 130 engineering colleges. If you see the number of students who passed out in 2020 or their exams are due, approximately, we have 30,000 students who will pass out in the year 2020. The leading recruiters for the state is TCS and Infosys. That is pretty much the case with all the other states. You take Karnataka, you take Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Delhi, Bihar, Haryana. You will see that it is TCS and Infosys. The last point is very, very important, everyone. So I want all of you to pay your undivided attention to this PPT. I know some of you might have just woken up, but just keep your eye open, ear open, your mind open, because this is going to be sort of a shocker to a lot of people. So the industry bifurcation, 90% of the companies who come for placements in engineering colleges in India are from the IT sector. So regardless of you being from a mechanical core stream or an electrical core stream or an EC core stream or production industrial, when you talk about campus placement, the fact of the matter is 90% of the companies are from the IT industry. 10% is mostly from the core industry, and that is mostly restricted to the top government colleges in the state or the NITs and the IITs. But if you take those colleges outside the purview of IIT and NIT and those regional engineering colleges, you will understand that 90% of the placement happens in the IT industry. Now, this is the first sort of an expectation that I want you to register in your mind, that if you are looking for a campus placement job, then you need to understand that every 10 job that is being offered to a campus, 9 jobs are from the IT industry. Now, you can say that the right choice is to go and work with my core company because I'm a civil engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer. But what we advocate to students are to take a smart decision. We request students to take a smart decision. The right decision might be to go and work with in your core stream. We don't have to debate. I have no justification. You are absolutely right. But the point being, your right decisions may not help you because the situation is not very conducive, because the situation is as such that 90% is, it is the IT industry. So it will be ideal if you start thinking smart instead of thinking right. Now, so what exactly is the common interview practice for campus placement? Now, I need to introduce you to that since most of you have just completed your pre-final year. Also, I'm talking about MBA. MBA also, it is pretty much the same. If I look at the industry bifurcation for MBA, then I must tell you that almost 70 to 75 percentage, it will be from the sales and marketing industry. Then we have the finance and the HRs and operations, but almost 70 to 75 percentage for MBA is from the sales and marketing. And that is pretty much the case even with the top B schools in the country. So what exactly is the common interview practice for engineering students as well as for MBA? The first round of your interview is aptitude test. Now, your aptitude test is of 16 minutes. The syllabus is quantitative aptitude. That is pretty much the same topics that you have learned in your school, 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, basic mathematics, your time, speed, distance, time and work, profit and loss, simple interest, etc., etc. The next one is logical reasoning. And the last one is English verbal. Now, when I talk about English verbal, I'm not talking about communication skills. I'm talking about your basic reading comprehension. If I send you a report and you read it, will you be able to understand the report? Will you be able to write English? So those are the kind of things that they would like to see in your English verbal skills. It will be a written test online, a 60-minute test. That is how it was done last year. The second round of interview with most of the companies is group discussion. So group discussion is a 20-minute interview round. So students who appear for the return test, there will be a filtration. They'll be taken to the second round of interview. They'll put 15 students in a room, 20 minutes. They'll give them a topic, and the conversion will be, they'll maximum that they would select is 4 out of 15 people. So your conversion is even less than 40%. For engineering students, your third round of interview is your technical interview. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake. I had done this early morning at 2:45. So your third round is technical interview. Technical interview for 20 minutes. So if you are an engineer, then you need to be well versed with your core subjects. You need to at least have 2 subjects where you have absolutely great proficiency to speak, comprehend, and deliver. That is what they expect. So even if you are attending an interview with TCS and you are a civil engineer and you say that, sir, I'm not very sure about programming or coding, then they'll probably ask you questions from your civil stream. And if you are an MBA person and if you are appearing for a finance job, definitely they're going to ask you about the core stream subjects in your MBA. Your third round of interview is a management review round. For TCS, this is mandatory, a management review round for 15 minutes. And the last round of interview is a personal interview round, which will be done with the senior HR manager or maybe the project manager who's going to take you, into their team. So this is the common interview practice for campus placements with almost 5 rounds of interview. I've mentioned the duration as well. Am I good? My speed is okay. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? You can click yes for me if you are able to follow whatever I'm saying. You see a tab down the window. Okay, great. Thank you, Abhilash. Thank you, Aditya. Great. All right. So what are the types of placements that happened, last year for students, who got through with jobs last year? So which are the verticals? So the first vertical for you as an engineer to get a job is on-campus placement. 15% of the jobs that is offered via campus placement is through on-campus placement. Now, what do you mean by on-campus placement? The company visits your campus physically, they conduct the return test, they conduct their interviews for a couple of days, and the second day evening, they directly give you the offer letter. So that is your on-campus placement. If you look at the percentage, it contributes 15% to the total number of job offers that is being provided to the students. The second one is an off-campus placement. So what do you mean by an off-campus placement? Off-campus placement is a company visits the state. They say, okay, in Cochin, we are conducting a job interview. Students can come and attend. Or if it is in Karnataka, VTU might organize a placement for Infosys, Cognizant, or IBM. That is off-campus placement. The third one is pool campus placement. What do you mean by pool campus placement? Pool campus is where a company approaches a college and say that we would like to conduct placement in your area, and we would want 3 to 4 other campuses nearby, or maybe the colleges who are already there in our list. Please invite those colleges as well for the placement in your campus, and we would like to do a pool campus from around 4 to 5 colleges. So that is pool campus placement. The fourth one is obviously competitions. Now, companies believe in conducting competitions. So I'm very sure most of you are aware of Hackathon and Hacker Earth. And the competitions are mostly for software companies. So if you see Google, if you see Microsoft, they offer their internship, they offer their jobs through these platforms like HackerRank and Hacker Earth. Infosys has got a fantastic competition platform with the name Infosys TQ. TCS has got something very similar there. I think they have CodeVita. There are competitions like Hackathon. So competitions do contribute to the job market. Internships, of course, pre-final year, you get to do internship with a company. If your performance is satisfactory, they take you on their payrolls once you complete your degree. Job sites definitely helps you, especially for core engineers in civil, electrical. I have seen that job sites do help them a lot, though those jobs in the job sites for freshers do not pay a lot of money, but they do help you to get jobs. The next one is job consultancies. Job consultancies, situated in different areas. Some you might find several job consultancies in Bangalore offering jobs to people. The next one is LinkedIn. People are finding jobs through LinkedIn also. The next one is job fairs. No, I don't have to explain what exactly is a job fair. Job fair is where a particular consultancy will invite 10 to 15 companies to come to a particular location. They will have people jostling in, like 1,000 students, 2,000 students who will come and register, and they will apply for different companies and attend interviews. The next one, the second last one, is peer group relatives. Like you talk to your uncle, your aunt, somebody in the Middle East or UK or US, you try to get a job. The last one is the alumni part of it. So people who have already passed out from your campus, you get in touch with them and they help you to get a job. I want you to pay close attention towards the percentage that I have mentioned. Now, the number of students who were placed last year from Kerala. So I'm saying it's a case analysis based on Kerala, but the situation is same everywhere. The number of jobs that was offered in Kerala last year, 15% was through on-campus, 2% was off-campus, 3% was pool campus, 2% of jobs were offered through competition, 2% through internship. Now, when I talk about internship, you need to remember that is mostly with the NITs in Kerala. NIT Calicut has such a privilege. Even College of Engineering Trivandrum, they're one of the top colleges, even they have the privilege. But minus those colleges, not many colleges have the privilege of internships. Job sites were able to give almost 5% of the jobs. Job consultancies were able to help people with 10%. LinkedIn was 2% and 10% was job fairs. If you look at the total numbers, 51% of the students were able to get a job last year. That is a rough calculation, 51%. So that means if 100 students passed out from Kerala last year, 51 were able to get a job soon after they completed their course. So the ratio is 2:1. I want you to pay very close attention on that number, which is 2:1 and the 51%. Now, am I making myself clear here? Are you able to follow what I'm saying? You could just click yes. Okay. Super. All right, so let's go to the next slide now. So what is the modality of a job interview as such? So there are two things here: the assessment methodology as well as the assessment skills. Now, assessment methodology is something that is conducted by the recruiter, and what exactly is the skill that the recruiter is expecting from the student. Now, as we discussed the various interview rounds, now with aptitude test, what exactly is the recruiter looking for from the student? That is something called as a transferable skills. Now, what do you mean by transferable skills? Companies believe that if you are able to perform well in aptitude test, logical reasoning, they believe you have the skill to be trained in anything that they would like you to work upon. So, for example, if you go to YouTube and watch Shashi Tharoor's speech at the parliament, where he said that the state of engineering in our country is so bad that Infosys and TCS, they have opened up mini engineering colleges in their campus. If you look at a company like Infosys, when they hire an engineer from a college anywhere in India, they take them to Mysore and they go through 3 months of training just on a platform that they want you to work on. I think in Karnataka, for the final semester, I believe 60% of the semester they do it as an internship with Infosys because they're trying to save time. But in Kerala, the regular practice is they take the engineers, they take them to Mysore, and they train them for 3 months. And that has got nothing to do with your engineering curriculum or whatever you have learned. All you have to do is get an Infosys job letter, and they take you through a mini engineering program for 3 months where you will have your training, your exams, and everything. So they want to see whether you have a minimum skill set, of expertise and knowledge, as well as the speed and accuracy. The speed and the accuracy to learn whatever they are trying to teach you. So that is why they are trying to check your transferable skills. Again, I repeat, what are transferable skills? Skills that could be transferred into anything that they desire upon. So very simple, right? If you are an MBA graduate, I want you to be trained on a particular financial domain or an operations domain, or you are an engineer. I want you to be trained upon Python or maybe SQL or maybe mainframes. I want to see whether I can train you on that. I need to have the confidence. Just with your academic grades, I don't have the confidence. So transferable skills. The third one, second one is your group discussion. So what do I check with group discussion? Your communication skills as well as your portable skills. What do you mean by portable skills? Your leadership, your initiative, your problem solving, your decision making. So I want to see whether you have such skills when you come and work with my team, when you come and work in my company. The third one is your technical interview. Very simple, your technical competency of what exactly is your technical competency with regards to, if it is an IT company, obviously they are looking for basic C or C++. If you are excellent in Python, nothing like it. And they will definitely ask you questions from what you have written in the resume. Again, I repeat, everybody, please keep a note of this point. The interviewer, the recruiter is going to ask you questions from what you have written in the resume. They are not going to ask anything from outside the resume. So if you have written Python in the resume, they will ask you questions from Python. If you have written that, okay, I'm excellent with my finance and accounting, they will ask you questions from finance and accounting. So before you put something on the resume, always ensure that you are well proficient and you are confident about it. The fourth one is your management review round. They will see non-academic initiatives and personal profile. How strong is your personal profile? Your self-learning initiatives. Are you self-driven? Are you motivated? They want to see this from your profile. And your academic grades doesn't testify your self-learning and self-motivating traits. It is about how many competitions did you attend, how many conferences, how many projects, how many certifications. So when I talk about certification, I'm not talking about just technical certification. I'm talking about business skills like business email writing, business writing skills, basically. So what are the kind of, how is it that you have built your profile in the last 4 years of your engineering? How exactly you have built your profile in the last 2 years of your MBA? I'm more bothered about that because I'm looking at a profile which is absolutely holistic. What do I mean by holistic? Which has got technical competency, communication skills, your non-academic initiatives, and your personal profile. Everything together is a holistic profile. And if I have a holistic profile in front of me for an interview, I'll put my money there. The last round of your interview is, of course, your personal interview round, where they will try to understand your short-term and long-term goals and your individual attitude. Now, this is what they try to assess in a job interview through these various interview rounds. Have I made myself clear, guys? Yeah? You can click yes. Okay, I think Alina. Okay, thank you, Alina. Okay, can I move to the next slide? Okay, super. All right, so now we are in 2021. What exactly is the situation right now? The coronavirus vaccine, when will we have one? Now, without the vaccine, I told you on day one, campuses are not going to open. It is going to be very difficult for us to get back to the normal. So if you remember the second slide that I showed you, that is the normal scenario where we had different placement verticals offering jobs to people. The ratio 2:1, the 51% was in a normal scenario. Please pay attention to this. In a normal scenario, it was 51%. Right now with coronavirus vaccine tracker, now this is a news by The Guardian, so credible. There are 140 teams of researchers racing to develop a safe and effective vaccine. So if you look at the preclinical one, 142 trials are going on in the preclinical one. Phase 1, it is 17 right now. Phase 2, it is 13. And phase 3, there are only 5 trials happening. Now, with every vaccine trial, the chances of a trial failing happens mostly in phase 3. So I'm not sure how long are we away from a vaccine which is actually going to take us back to the normal. Now, in such a scenario, what will happen? Now, if you look at this, now I was preparing this PPT late last night around 2:30, and I read this news. So you can see the date, July 30th, 2020. Now, Cognizant, one of the biggest recruiters for engineers as well as for MBA students, they laid off 9,000 employees in last 3 months. So laid off in the sense, retrenchment, or they asked them to leave. Simple language, right? TCS headcount went down by 4,786, Infosys by 3,138, HCL 136, Wipro 1,082. If you look at all the numbers together, that is quite equivalent to what Cognizant has laid off in the last 3 months. So the situation is really bad. They're really, really bad. Now you might remember on day one that I said Cognizant might be recruiting. I said TCS might be recruiting. Now you might be confused. Now Ranjit sir is saying that they are laying off employees, but still they are going to recruit. So how does that work? Let me explain that to you. If you look at the placement verticals in 2021, what exactly is going to happen? I will come back to the previous point in the next slide. The pool campus placement is not going to happen because the vaccine is away. The internships are not going to happen because you cannot walk into the companies to do this. Online internships are not going to be offered by top companies. Job consultancies are not going to function. Job fairs definitely not going to happen. Peer group relatives, they will find it difficult to get a job for you. Your alumni may not be able to help you at this point of time. So the only option that you have at this point of time, in the most positive scenario, in all good faith, with all honesty and goodness, I'm telling you, it is going to be on-campus placement. It is going to be off-campus placement. Probably job sites can help you because certain companies might be looking for engineers and MBA students to work from home. So job sites will be a fantastic platform for you to check the opportunities, as well as LinkedIn. LinkedIn becomes a very, very key factor here. So if that is the case, the red ones are not going to happen. The white ones are going to happen. In that case, this year, if I take the case analysis of Kerala, approximately we have 28,000 students passing out in 2021. The placement forecast is only 26%. So if you remember the previous slide, it was 51% last year, but the placement forecast, it is going to go down by almost half. So only 26% is the placement forecast. That means employed students in 2021, soon after your engineering, could be somewhere around 7,280 is what the industry is expecting. That is a ratio of 4:1, 26%. That means out of every 4 engineer passing out in 2021 from Kerala, one person might get a job. So the situation is not at all great at this point of time. So now, so what to do now? So recruiters' choice of candidates. Now TCS will conduct their placement, Cognizant will conduct their placement even during these tough times. Now, what exactly the companies will be looking for during a crisis? First one, quantity over quality. They are not going to compromise on the quality at all. See, when the industry is at the top, when everything is performing really well, when the market is really up, they will take huge numbers. They are not really bothered about the quality part of it. The good, the best, the mediocre, sometimes the below average, even they are being hired, and that goes same for MBA and engineering. But during a crisis, companies will be looking for quality candidates and not quantity. So that means that 4:1 ratio, that one person will be absolutely fantastic, brilliant, smart, driven, competent sort of an individual who will work for them. They are going to look for quality. They are going to look for engineering and MBA students with unique profiles. So see, in every interview round, they will ask you this question, be rest assured, what were you doing in the last 1 year during the lockdown? 99 out of 100 students will say, I was doing online certifications, Coursera, Udemy, Swayam, NPTEL. If 99 people were doing the same thing, how can you be unique in those 99? That is a question. So you need to have a unique profile. You cannot just do whatever the crowd is doing. And always remember this, you follow the crowd, you will be lost in the crowd. So you need to find out ways to be unique. They are looking for self-driven and self-motivated students. They are looking for students who have got a self-learning attitude. They are looking for resumes which will boast of key future skills. And I'm not talking just about technical skills. I'm talking about key future skills like business writing, online writing, database management, email writing. They're looking for such key future skills. Designed curriculum with. So what do you mean by CB? Course of life. So what do you mean by course of life? The last 1 year, what is it that you have been doing in the last 1 year, the course of life for you as a candidate in the last 1 year? What exactly were you doing? And let me tell you that your online certifications may not contribute to a fantastic looking unique profile. Please be rest assured on that. So they're looking for designed curriculum where this candidate, was he actually thinking about what he wanted to do in the next 8 to 10 months? Did he design it? Was he able to execute it? Very, very important. There are two things that I want you to keep it in your mind. One is the preparation and one is the proactiveness. That is very, very important. If you want to build a great career during crisis, the top 6 points are very, very important. That is the foundation. Now, if that is the foundation, you're going to make that foundation really strong on two pillars. One is preparation, another one is proactiveness. Now, let me tell you this, quite unfortunately, most of our students, they lag behind with these two factors. Now, how do I know that? I need to substantiate whatever statement that I'm making. I cannot make a bizarre statement. Example, the TCS drive for 2019, last year, just take this example. 11,000 students attempted the TCS return test last year from Kerala. How many cleared the test? 4,000. So that means the conversion was just 36.36%. Out of those 4,000, how many got the job offer? 2,000 students got the job offer. So the conversion was 50%. Now, you might be thinking, sir, once they have filtered out almost all the students, it would have been easy for them to take students to the last round. Now, if you see, I can give you an example. I don't want to name the campus. There is this one particular campus where TCS has been visiting them for almost 12 years. And that campus has not been able to give TCS more than 30 students in the last 5 years. It's a TCS accredited campus, but they have not been able to give more than 25 students from that campus to TCS. Why? Because no preparation. But there is another campus where they are not accredited to TCS, but they make their students prepare for 3 to 6 months. And that particular college last year, they were able to place roughly around 90 students in TCS. Now that is the advantage if you start preparing. With my experience, student who prepares for TCS for 3 to 6 months, just less than 20%. That's it. Nothing Nothing more than that. Just 20%. So when students always ask me this, sir, 11,000 students, so do I need to go, sir? A lot of competition. And always remember this, guys. Don't go with this 11,000 number. You are a civil service aspirant. You are a GATE aspirant. You are a campus placement aspirant. I want you to remember this line. 15 lakh students write GATE every year. Your competition is not with those 15 lakhs. Out of those 15 lakhs, how many do you think will prepare for GATE for 1 year? Maybe 3 lakhs. So if you start preparing for 1 year, your competition is not 15 lakhs, your competition is 3 lakhs. So I always look at it like that. Do I want to go and prepare? So if you start preparing, then your competition is not the entire lot. It comes down. 2,000 job offers. TCS, you clear the written test, there's a 50% chance that you will get the job offer. Now, why proactiveness? So that is the second point. Am I making myself very clear here, guys? Are you able to follow whatever I'm saying? Yeah? Okay, great. Thank you. So proactiveness. Now, KTU for Karnataka students, let me tell you, KTU is just like your VTU in Kerala. MBA students are also aware of it. Now, last year, KTU, in association with Infosys, they had conducted a recruitment drive for the entire state. Now, that is something that all of us were aspiring for. We were looking at KTU coming and doing some placement for all the students where Infosys was not visiting those campuses. So we wanted those students to get an opportunity also. Now, 4,500 students registered for the drive. Now, I want you to pay attention to the number. 4,500 students registered for the drive. Now, Infosys is one of the primary recruiters in the country. How many attended the test? 2,471 students. That's it. So roughly 2,000 students didn't even make an attempt to attend the interview. Now, 436 job offers were given in that drive. Out of those 2,471 students who attended. Now, why this happens? Why is it that more than 50% of the students did not even consider attending an interview? I can tell you the same. If there is a sales and marketing placement with an MBA college, trust me, most of the students, they are not really driven to attend the interview. They say, so we don't want to do it. Now, why students are not proactive? Why proactiveness becomes a huge issue? First one, the poor attitude of students. It's a huge issue because students believe that this is not the right choice for me. This is not the right choice for me. Now, I don't think this is the right choice for me. So I may not want to take it up. That's not the right attitude, right? At this point of time, especially because an opportunity is more important. So don't try to take the right decision for you. As I said earlier, try to take that smart decision for you. The second one, incompetent people. What do you mean by incompetent people? When you don't have the right people in the system, obviously there is a lot of issue because when people are not there to guide you, then obviously you have a severe problem, right? You don't know what to do with it. Lack of guidance, lack of mentor, lack of vision, severe problem. Lack of communication. Sometimes people are not able to kind of tell you that this is the right decision. Like when I got in touch with most of your placement officers, they were more than willing to say that, okay, please let our students go and attend the summit. And it's a great attitude. You have the right people in the system. But most of the colleges, they may not. And I can tell you one thing, that this year, I don't know how many people in the system will actually think about an online placement training for the students, because most of them are not even aware of the situation right now. I can vouch on that. We took this initiative to get the students, for you to be aware of what exactly is the situation, how you need to be prepared for the next 1 year. I'm not very sure how many people in the system will actually ensure that a placement training or a guidance or a mentorship or a proper communication is done probably in the next 6 to 8 months. So I hope the summit helps you on those lines. So who are we? I'm sorry for the mark on it. Let me just finish this without taking too much of your time. So who are we? Why do you might be thinking, why is it that this person called as Ranjit Keshav is the most eligible person to speak about all this, or why this company? So they have put down they have put forward a lot of numbers and their forecasts and other things. So why should you believe us? We are a consortium of training experts. We have been in this industry for almost 12 years now. We have been providing training programs for corporates, engineering, arts and science colleges, and we started in 2018. So probably when you were 7 or 8 years old is when we started doing this job. And we have been in this industry for almost 10 years now. We have covered almost 90,000 students. We have done our business with more than 50 colleges, especially engineering and MBA colleges. So that is the expertise that we have. Just to prove our credibility of what, in terms of from where we come from with all the data that I have shared with you. We are also a national award winning training consultancy for leadership in education. So we won the award in 2018. And we are the preferred training partner for job skill consulting with Kerala's top 6 government colleges, including NIT Calicut is our client. Now, I'm saying this is because you can, I want you to at least think over the data, the statements, the reasoning that we have put forward, just to prove the credibility of who we are in terms of what we said. I just put forward this slide to you. So thank you so much, everybody. Now, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to all you people. So this is the grand reality that is in store for you. And I sincerely hope that this has made some sense to all you people here. Think about it. You can always get in touch with me. That's my email address. I'll be addressing you on day 3, in the last session, where I'll tell you the plan. So this is the expectation, guys. This is the most realistic expectation that I can give you at this point of time during these tough times. And so quality, that's what really matters. You need to start building a quality profile in the next 6 to 10 months. The last point, your resume has to be built. It cannot be prepared. People come back and say, sir, how can I prepare my resume? I don't believe in preparing resumes. I believe in building resumes. The next 10 months, how are you going to build your resume? I want you to just think about it. I'll leave you a thought. Next 1 year, you can't have your technical fest. You can't have your management fest. You can't probably go and do your internship with a company. You cannot go and do an academic project. You cannot even do a paper presentation. You cannot attend a certification in the campus. You cannot do a workshop. You cannot do all this. So how are you going to build your resume in the next 10 months? What will you write on your resume when you go for a placement in 6 months? When nothing of these things are going to happen. Because I have seen zillions of resumes in my career, and all I've seen is paper presentation, workshops, project and internship and this thing, technical fest, management fest. When nothing of this sort is going to happen, what will you do in the next 10 months? I want you to think about it and get back to me on day 3, and probably we will take it forward from there. Thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure talking to all you people, and I hand over the session to Jeno. Jeno, sir, will take you a session on aptitude, just to give you a gist of how an aptitude topic will look like, and he will give you tips on how to prepare as well. If you found the session productive, please give me a yes. I'll be more than happy to see your response. I've taken 10 minutes more. I'm extremely sorry for that. I do apologize. You guys take care, and please give me a yes if you were able to follow the session, you were able to understand and everything. So take care, guys, and stay safe. Thank you. Yeah, Jeno, you can take over.
Yes, sure. Good morning, people. If it's possible, can I share the screen?
Yeah, I'll just give you the option.
So I guess my screen is visible.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, Jano, start. You can start.
Yeah. Good morning, people. This scenario of online education, like training in through online, is entirely a different case apart from like our normal classroom sessions. So, any doubts? I don't mind. You guys can open your mic. You can just share your doubts. We feel comfortable so that we can move forward. Because this topic, which I'm going to handle or Rahul sir is going to handle, we are going to handle the most important topic where the company sees you in the first round to chuck you off from the platform where they can move forward. So this round is filtration. It is not about proving yourself. This round is about withstanding in the race. Okay. So that is what aptitude is all about. That is what logical reasoning is all about. Now, talking about aptitude, we have n number of topics. Like you have percentages, you have ratios, you have time, speed, distance, time, and work. I'm going to take in one of the good arithmetic topics, which is very easy to move on because we have studied this from the last, say, from our seventh standard, eighth standard. We know what is LCM. We know how to multiply, how to divide. Those are easy numbers to do. Instead of going with some rigorous calculation, I thought like I'll start with some easier approach of a question. So that is why I have taken time and work moving forward. Any doubts, you can either chat or you can open your mic and speak out. So let's move into the topic. Time and work, basically, it has got these many methods, or basically the question can come from any one of these and while you solve any time and work question. So the first method is LCM method. LCM method in the sense we what we'll be doing is that we'll be considering work done as just not work done. We'll be taking it as one by work done. That is called as the efficiency of a person. Efficiency of a person is given as one by work done, right? So LCM method we'll be taking as one by work done. If a person takes 10 days to do a job, so we'll be taking it as 1 by 10 days. If a person takes 35 days to do a job, we'll be taking it as 1 by 35 days, or else the efficiency of him to finish a job is 1 by 35. In the sense, in one day, he'll be completing 1 by 35th of the work. I guess you're getting the logic. So if anyone is working like, I'll make it very simple. 100 pages of record, you need to write it in 10 days, let's say. 100 pages of a notebook, let's say, that you need to write in 10 days. In the sense, one day you'll be writing 1/10 of the total work. So 1/10 of 100 is nothing but 10 pages. Got it? That is what we'll be doing. We'll be considering one by work done is equal to efficiency. In other terms, this can also be moved forward. Like we can move forward this with taking all the people in terms of efficiency part. Like A takes 10 days to do a work, B takes 15 days to do a work. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15. Then we'll move forward. This is one method of doing it. The second method of doing it is unit tree method, where they'll be giving you the number of working days. We need to find at the rate at which they work. For example, A is doing the work in 15 days. B is doing the work in, A is doing in 10 days, let's say. B is doing in 15 days. Okay. What is that one number which is a multiple of both 10 and 15? Easily, using LCM, we can calculate. That is nothing but 30. Now, what number if I multiply with 10, I'll be getting 33. What number if I multiply with 15, I'll be getting 32. So 3 plus 5 is 3 plus 2 is 5. My rate of the work which I'm doing for one day is 5. So how many days I will take? One day if I take 5 days, or to do the 30 part of the work, I'll take 6 days. Easy answer. So both these methods are more or less the same, but here we will be considering the efficiency part, we will be considering the rate of the work that we do. Got it? Third one that the question can be of is variation. Let's say like if the work is constant, when you increase the number of men, the number of days also will increase. sorry, the number of days would decrease. If the work is constant, if the days is increased, number of men would be decreased. Or if the number of men is constant, when the work is increased, days also would increase. So it's all the way around. It can be of the either format. It could be of either format. So that's how this generally works. Okay. Right. Next, we are considering about days and hours. That is, they might give you a question that one person works for like 8 hours per day. So 10 days he works. So 8 hours per day. Total number of works. When we consider in either of the methods, let it be LCM method or unity method, we won't be considering it as days alone. We'll be considering as 10 into 8, 80 hours of work. If someone works 15 days, let's say 12 hours per day, 15 into 12. We won't be considering it as 15 days. We will be considering it as 15 into 12. So 15 into 10 is 150. 15 into 2, 30. So totally 180 days. So this is the 180 hours. This is how we'll be doing. When the work is being given in days and hours, or even days, hours, and minutes, we'll be converting it to the least possible unit that we can work with. Finally, we'll be having pipes and systems. We'll also have men and women working, like people working. We'll also have tabs working. One tab is open for 6 minutes, the other tab is open for so and so minutes, whatever. We can easily do it. So this is how we'll be solving with, like, we'll be doing a time and work question. Is the concept clear? If yes, we can move forward with the question. Any doubts? Yes. Yeah. Then let's move forward with the first question. The question says, if A takes 6 hours to do a job, B also takes 6 hours to do job. How long how long should they take to do the same job, working together but independently to do the same job? So the question says that A takes 6 hours to do a job, so efficiency of A is 1 by 6. B takes 6 hours to do a job, so efficiency of B is 1 by 6, and they do it together. So 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, that should give me 2 by 6. That's nothing but 1 by 3. So they both, if they join together, as I was starting this question with 1 by work done, now I should get the reciprocal of it. So it should be 3 hours is the total number of hours taken to finish the work. Yeah. So easy question just to start with. Let's see what are the types of questions. Here I have selected some 14 questions. Possibly these are the types of questions which you can expect in your uh, entrance exam. Let it be any sorry, in your placement exam. Okay. So let's see this question. One day, Amit can write 5 pages. Bella can erase 2 pages. So how many days they'll take to finish 60-page record book if they work on alternate days, starting with Amit working first. So on the first day, Amit gives 5 pages, so plus 5. On the second day, Bella erases 2 pages. So on the net work done for the 2 days is 5 minus 2. They do it 3 pages on 2 days. So for 2 days, they do 3 pages. For 60 pages, it is 3 into 20, that is equal to 60. So the answer is 20. No. Okay. So 3 into 20, that is given as for 2 days, they do 3 pages. For 60 pages, it is should be 20 into 3, right? Only if you multiply 20 into 3, you're going to get 60. Similarly, 2 into 20, you're going to get 40. Still no. Reason? I'll tell you why. So 3 pages, 2 days, it takes 3 pages. For 4 days, it will take 6 pages. For 8 days, it will take 12 pages. For 16 days, it will take 24 pages. Again, I'm adding some 8 days. So for 24 days, it should take 36 pages, right? Now, if I go forward like this, for 4, it takes 8, it is 12. For 16, it is 24. For 24, it is 36. For, let's say, another 8 more days. For 32, it should be 48. For 34, if I work on 34 days, for 34 days, it should be 48 plus 3. I should have 51 pages. For 36 days, let's say, for 36 days, 51 plus 3, 54 pages. For 38 days, I should be doing with 54 plus 3, 57 pages. Now, on 39th day, when Amit comes to work, per day he can do 5 pages, right? So 57 plus 5, easily he can cover 62. But ultimately, I have only 60 pages that I can work in the question. But if he works on the entire 39 days, he can finish 62. So basically, if you calculate 20 into 3 is equal to 60 pages. So 20 into 20 is equal to 40 days. There you go wrong because of this logic. So from 57 on 38th day, Amit has to write only 3 pages more to fill this 60. Because if he works entirely, then the Bella comes to erase the page, then she erases 2 pages, only then I am getting 60 pages. But I should not go, we don't want to go that extreme because already at the 39th day, somewhere in mid of 39th day, Amit is finishing the job. So in that case, if Amit can do in one day 5 pages, how long it will take to do 0.3? 3 pages. So it should be 5 into 0.6, right? So Amit has to take 0.6 of the day to do a job. So answer is 38.6. Hope that's clear. Yeah, someone has answered 20, but no, this is the logic behind it. Can we move on? It's clear. Just tell yes, no. Whether you've understood. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. Another easy question. Bhavana and Sanjana together can do a particular job in 60 days, right? Bhavana and Sanjana together can do a particular job in 60 days. While Bhavana alone can execute the same job in 90 days, how long can Sanjana carry out the project working alone? Okay, so Bhavana and Sanjana, so 1 by B plus 1 by S. Together, if they work, they can finish the work in say 60 days, so 1 by 6. But it has been given that Bhavana takes working alone 90 days. So Sanjana should be 1 by 60 minus 1 by 90. Am I right? One by 60 and minus 1 by 90. Only this difference is going to give me Sanjana's work. So I can basically say that 1 by S is equal to 1 by 60 and 1 by 90, 60 and 90. Now LCM of 60 and 90 should be like somewhere around, I take it as 30 into 2 into 3. Yeah, I'm getting answers from Ganga. Yeah, Ibrahim. Correct. Answer is 180. Let's see how it is. So it is 30 into 2 into 3. 30 into 2 into 3 because 60 is nothing but 30 into 2. 90 is nothing but 30 into 3. So I take it as 30 as common. So 30 into 2 into 3. That should be my LCM. So difference of 2 and 3 is 1. So I can easily say that answer is 1 by 180. Got it? Now this also could be done in a different format using unitary method, but still the answer will be the same. The answer for this question is 180. Let's go to the next question. So Anil and Bhaskar can do a piece of work individually on 1 by 12 and 1 by 20 days. They work together for 6 days before Anil decides to leave. How many days Bhaskar alone has done the work? Now you can see this scenario where Anil has come to job 6 days. They work together for 6 days before Anil decides to leave, which means that Anil is working only for 6 days. So Anil working for 6 days, 6 by A. So 1 by A is Anil's efficiency. That is, or is 1 day of work done by Anil is 1 by A. For 6 days is going to be 6 by A. Simple logic. And Bhaskar is working continuously till end of the day. So let's put it as X number of days. X by B is equal to 1. 1 is nothing but the entire part of work is being completed. Okay. Now the question is, A is doing the work. So A's efficiency I can give it as 1 by 12. I mean A is 12. So cancelling this out, half of the work is done by Anil. So taking half there, it should be X by B is equal to B. I can give the value of B again. That is nothing but 20. X by 20 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is simple, right? Half of the work. Now, what value of X can give me this answer? 1 by 2, X should be 10, right? Only then I'll be getting as 1 by 2. So if X is 10. Now, the question says that how many days will it take Bhaskar for alone to complete the work on his own? Now the question is like, how long they take to finish the work? They take 10 days to finish the work. Bhaskar individually working takes 20 days. Now Bhaskar to finish the balance work after Anil has left, how long it will take Bhaskar to complete the work on his own? So it will take 4 days for Bhaskar, because 10 days is the entire work. Anil is leaving 6 days before the work is getting completed, or else they work together for 6 days. So balance is the number of days that you should work. Yeah. Yes. I'm getting the answers. Very good, guys. Good. Next question. P and Q together can do a piece of work in 12 days. Q and R can together do a piece of work in 15 days, and Q and R can together do a piece of work in 20 days. How many days they can finish the work together? Now, if I write it in terms of an equation, P plus Q working together, they take 12 days, right? So I can write it as 1 by 12. P and R working together, they take 1 by 15. If Q and R working together, they take 1 by 20 days. Now, how long they take all three of them working together? You can do this question in two different ways. The first way is that you solve two of the equation, then you get in two variable format, then you solve this equation to get in one variable format, because this is a lengthy way. Or else you can do it in special equation format. All this should be lengthy. We can easily do is that we can add it straight away. If I add it, I'll be getting 2 times of P, because I have 2P. I'll be getting 2 times of Q. So Q should be 2 times. I'll be getting 2 times of R, because R is 2 times. All this put together, I'll be getting the value to be 1 by 12 plus 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. So LCM part, see, I generally don't believe that LCM part, like taking L division and all this stuff. So basically, what we can do is we can find the common terms. So 5 and 20, 15 and 20 has got a common term of 15. I can write it as 5 into 3. 20 I can write it as 5 into 4. 12 I can write it as 4 into 3. So basically, this 4 and 3 is already present in 15 and 20. So 12 I don't want to even consider. I'm just going to take the LCM of 15 and 20. That's going to be 5 into 3 into 4. 5 into 3 into 4 is 12 into 5, 60. So LCM should be 60. In 60's case, I'll be getting as 5 into 12 is 60. So 5 times for 12. 4 into 15 is 60. So 4 times for 15. And 3 into 20 is 60. So 3 times for 20. All this put together is 60. 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 12. 12 by 60 is nothing but 1 by 5. Now the thing is that this is not the answer, because 2 times of their efficiency is 1 by 10. So what is their real efficiency? We need to bring this 2 back down, so it is 1 by 10. Yeah. Nitin, yeah. Ganga, correct. Yeah, correct. And I'm getting answers privately also. So correct. Very good. Yeah. Let's go to question number 6. Archana and Lakshmi together can do a piece of work in 12 days. Yeah. So it is given that 1 by A plus 1 by L is equal to 1 by 12. Whereas Vidya, a third person, can do who's half efficient as Archana is. So Archana should be 2 times of Vidya. So if Vidya is doing a work for 10 days, Archana completes in 5 days. That is half efficient. So they will complete the work in 10 days. If all three do together, if Vidya joins them, they will complete the work in 10 days. So in that case, I'm going to get as 1 by Archana plus 1 by Lakshmi plus 1 by Vidya. It is going to be 1 by 10. Already from the first statement, I know that Archana and Lakshmi together, they do the work in 1 by 12 days, right? So I'm going to get 1 by 12 plus 1 by V is equal to 1 by 10. So taking 12 to the other side, it's going to be minus 1 by 12. So I'm doing just the calculation part here. My 1 by 10 minus 1 by 12. Now the LCM is 5 into 2, 6 into 2. So 5 into 6 into 2. Again, 60 is the number. So I'm going to get 60. It is going to be 6 minus 5, that is 1 by 6. Now the thing is that Vidya works for 1 by 60. and Archana will finish the work in 1 by 30. 1 by 30 and 1 by 60, right? If they both work together, how long will they finish the same work? So what is this? 1 by X is what they are asking. So I'm doing the LCM part again. Instead of 1 by 30, as my LCM should be much more easier, I take it as 2 by 60. 1 by 30 can also be taken as 2 by 60. So doing this part, I'll get as 3 by 60. 3 by 60 is nothing but 1 by 20. So they'll take 20 days to do the job. Yes, yes, guys, right. So that was made clear on point. So let's go to the next question. Oh, some nice question. That's a wonderful question to be said. Three persons, Hari, Ravi, and Kavi, can complete a work in 15, 20, and 30 days. Yeah. Only two of these three work on any of the given days. Viprajit, Deepak, and Ganga, you guys also have texted me personally. And yeah, so very good job. Very good job. And moving on to the question. Can complete a work in 15, 20, and 30 days. Only two of these three work on any of the given days. So it should be a combo that the same two-person doesn't work for any of the two consecutive days. So we should make that sure. Now what I do is that instead of going with the normal LCM question, I'll do with unitary method. So 15, 20, and 30 days. Only two combos can be taken. I can either take 15 and 20, or I can take 15, 30, or I can take 20 and 30. Right? Now looking at the point, I'm having only these three numbers. So that is going to be 5 into 3, 5 into 4, and 5 into 6. This 5 into 3, this 3 is already present in 6. This 4 has a 2, in 6 has a 2. So I can simplify my further approach as 5 into 2 into 6. So 12 into 5 is going to be 60 easily. Yeah. So if I take the first combo for 60, 15 fours are 60. So rate of work is going to be 4. 23s are 60. So rate of work is going to be 3. So entire day they can finish 7 part of the work. So it is going to be 4, and this is going to be 2. So on entire day, the second combo can finish 6 part of the work. That is Hari and Kavi. First combo is Hari and Ravi can finish 7 part of the work. Second combo 6 part of the work. Third combo 20 into 3, so 30 into 2. They can finish 5 part of the work. My question says that what is the least number of days in which the work can be completed? So I should not have these three combos working for any of the 2 consecutive days. Each of these 3 combo working for any of the 2 consecutive days. But the question has not mentioned that I can't have same person working for all the days. So in that case, what I can do is I can take only these 2 combos working on the alternative days, because I need to finish the work in least number of days. Yeah. No issues. If I take all 3, possibly they work. Yeah, that also can give me an answer. Let's see how the question goes. If I take only these 2 combos, so they'll have 13 part of the work done in 2 days. My entire part of the work done should be 60. Yeah. Now I should finish the work in 60 days, but 13 part of the work I can finish in 2 days. My question goes forward. Let's take 13 into 4 I look for a closest number or a nearest number where I can reach 60. So 13 into 4 is going to be 52. So 4 into 2 is they can work for 8 days. Yeah. The next day, this guy comes. I mean, this guy starts on the first day. This guy, these two guys goes on the second day. So third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day. So ninth day, these guys come and they can add another 7 part of the work to be done. So on ninth day, 59 part of the work is done. So balance 1 part will be done by these guys. So approximately 1/6 of their work is needed. So it should be 1.666. So approximately we can take the answer as 9.2. This is one beautiful question that teaches us how to do forward. I mean, how to do this question by using our thinking. How to make this question using our thinking in an easier way. Now, what if I make all these 3 combo work together? Like 3 days, this 3 combo work. Okay, I'll try with that method also. If these 3 days 3 combo works, so it is 18. Correct. 7 plus 6 plus 5 is 18. Now I should make 18 to a closest number of 60. 18 into what is going to be 60? I don't know. Let's see. 18 into let's say 4. 18 4s are 32, 3. That's 72. So they are not going for like 12 days. Impossible. Because this 18 comes only if I work for 3 days, right? So 3 into 4 is 12. Logically, it's impossible. So what I'm going to do is 18 into 3. I'm going to take that combo. 18 threes are like 54. Now 3 into 3 is nothing but 9. What if whom should be the next guy who is coming to work? The next guy who is coming to work is 7. Okay. So when 7 comes to work, 6 by 7 part of the work should be done by this combo, the first combo. So 6 by 7 part of a day, 1 by 7 is going to be 0.14. 0.14 into 6 is going to be somewhere around, say, 84. Yeah, that's a long call then. So 9.84 will be the number of days. So basically, taking all the 3 people into consideration would be a long call than these 2 people. So logically, we can say that Hari is finishing the work faster, right? Hari is finishing in 15 days. So I should include Hari in all number of possible ways that if I need to complete the work faster. Even though you get 9 point some number, ultimately you're going to approximate to any one of these options. So 9.2 should be your ultimate option. If the option has a clue of this 9.9 or 9.8, you will be stuck there. Guys, is this clear? Can we move forward? Just mention in your comments. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Vishnu. Yeah, Viprajit. Yes. Clear. Okay. I got. Yeah. 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 Okay. Clear. Good. The next question. See, one thing that we need to understand is not every question in a placement exam demands a calculation. There are some questions which we can do it by ourselves without even using a paper and pen. I'm going to do this question right away in that format. Now, 30 minutes takes 24 days. Correct. So that is what they have given. Now, how long 20 men will take? Now, I know what fraction if I multiply this 30 will become 20. 30, I'm going to divide by 3. That will give me 10 into 2. That will give me 20. Similarly, 24 days, I'm going to do the opposite because days is reverse of men, right? It should be 1 by reciprocal of the thing. So if I do directly as 2 into 3, I'm going to end up with 16. That's wrong ultimately. I need to do opposite of it. So 24 into 3 by 2. Into 3 by 2, 24 into divided by 2 is 12. 12 into 3, 36. That's my answer. Simple. Now I'll explain this using whatever I told you now. I'll explain it. My bad. Yeah, I'll explain this whatever I told you now. So 30 men takes 24 days. 24 days. So it should be 1 by 24, right? How long will 20 men will take to finish the do the work? So let's do the cross multiplication part. So if I'm doing it, I'll be getting as 24 into 20 divided by 30. So cancelling this part, I'll be getting as 12 into 3, 36 is done. That's what I said. You need to do the reciprocal of it. So the method that I told was like 30 men takes 24 days. When will 30 become 20? When I multiply 30 with 2 by 3. Sorry. When I multiply 30 with 2 by 3. Since my days are going to be reciprocal of the given value, I'm going to multiply in the reciprocal method. So it is going to be 3 by 2. So 12 into 3.
ಅದಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದು ಬರುದ್ದು 8400 ಹಿಂಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದವು 650.
Yeah. Yeah. Next. Let's go to the next question. So the next question says that 45 men complete the work in 16 days. 6 days after the work starting, 30 more men join. Okay, similar logic, similar question of similar standards. So it's going to be 45 men. They take 16 days to finish the work. How long will 30 more men take? Now I'm going to find the efficiency for 30 men. So 45 into what number I'll get 30? Again, it's going to be 2 by 3. Correct. So I'm going to take the 2 by 3 on the other side on the reciprocal format. So 16 divided by 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, 16 by 2 is going to be 8 times. So 30 men will take 24 days, right? This 45 men working for 16 days, they take 16 days. They started to do the work and they are doing the work for 6 more days, correct? 6 days initially. So 6 by 16 of the work is over. The balance work that I have is 10 by 16 of the work. This is going to be the balance work. If 1/4 of the work is done, 3/4 of the work will be remaining. Same concept. 1 minus 1 by 6 of the work will be the balance work. So the balance work is going to be 10 by 16 of the work. Now 30 more men uh, are joining them. So now the number becomes 75. Maybe we can calculate this method. We can take it as 1 by 16 plus 1 by 24. LCM of is 8 into 2 into 3. So 8 is a 48. It will be 3 plus 2, 5 by 48. That is one method that can be done. The other method that we can do is that we can calculate for 75. For 45, they are taking 16 days. Correct. Now, what number if I multiply with 45? I'm going to get as say 75. 45 if I divide by 3, I'm going to get as 15. 15 into 5 is going to be 75. Correct? So 15 into 5. So this number is going to give me 75. So what I'm going to do is the reverse of it. I'm going to get 48 by 5 days. These are the total number of days in which they are working for next 10 days. So technically speaking, 5 by 48 should into what number? So x into 5 by 48 should give me 10 by 16. So cancelling this part, 48, when 48 will be 16, I should multiply this with 3 and into 2. Yeah, logically, this will go 16 times. So you can also do it in the other way. X is equal to 10 by 16 into 48 by 5. So 5 and 10 goes 2 times, 16 and 48 goes 3 times. So 2 into 6, how many more days they'll take to complete the remaining work? They'll take 6 more days. You can also do this question in fraction-based method. Possible, yes. You can also do it in fractions. You can also do it in ratios, where these many days people come down, go up, possibly done. So for everyone to understand it, I have used this method. Each question, as I already told you, not every question demands a pen and paper. You can also do it your mind work to get all the answers correct. So let's go to the next question. Is this clear, guys? Can we move on to the next question? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So let's move on to the next question. The next question says of this format, question number 10. Yeah, nicely put. The question which is really nicely given. I'll give you a minute or so that you can read the question to understand what is given in the question. Then I'll solve this question. So the question goes this way: 480 units, 10 workers do the job. So for 10 workers to finish this job, they do 480 units that is being produced. But some of them did not report for duty. As a result of those who were present, they had to produce 72 more units than originally what has been planned. So how many workers did not report? Easy question, no, but when we get these kind of paragraph-based question, no, we tend to like panic at the last moment when we see this question. So easy question, though. What is the planned work for one worker? For 10 workers, planned work is 480 jobs. 480 is for 10 workers. For one worker, is going to be 48. Simple, right? Now they had to produce 72 more units. So while producing 72 more units, they end up doing 120. 120 into what is going to give me 480? How many workers are there? 120 into 4 is going to give me 480. So how many of them did not report for the work? 6. We guys have a tendency, no? Once we get this answer of 4, everyone directly moves on to this. This is the trap here. We know the logic, we get the answer, but finally we directly, yeah, even in the chat box, I have got a lot of answers saying that 4. I know it. This trap, we get it because we are filled with over enthusiasm that we got the answer. But they are asking how many did not report the work. Yeah. This shows why you need to be well versed in language. English is must. And next. Getting a lot of emojis in my private chat. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's do some 2 or 3 more questions. We'll wind it up fast. So 4 men and 7 women can complete a piece of work in 14 days. 14 women can do how many? Yeah. how many men should accompany 14 women so that they work, they finish the work in 3.5 days? Simple question. If 7 women is taking 14 days, 14 women should take half of the days, so 7 days. Now, one by men, or how many men should do this work if I need to get 1 by 7 plus 1 by 3.5. Now, instead of this 3.5, I can write it as 2 by 7, right? So in this case, this should be 1 by 7. Only if this is 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7, I can take 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is nothing but 3.5. Simple concept. Now I know that 4 men take 14 days, so 1 by 14. So twice the number of men, half of the days. So 8 men will take 7 days. Simple, man. Answer is 8. Let me, yeah, answer is 8. Answer is 7. No. They are asking how many more men is needed. They are not asking how many days. You have calculated how many days, I guess. Yeah. So it should be how many men more needed. Yeah. Last couple of questions. Because this is a different type, pipes and systems. People generally think that time and work is subjected to number of men and what they are doing. No, time and work can also be like from pipes and systems. It can also be like truck traveling number of hours, number of load carried by tech for these many hours, possibly. I've seen a couple of questions of that format. So 2 pipes A can fill a tank in 24 minutes and 32 minutes. Both the pipe are open simultaneously. How much time B should be closed so that the tank fills in 18 minutes? Simple question. Now, only B is being closed, A is open. So 18 by 24 is the total time where A is open. And B should be open for like X minutes. So X by 32 is equal to total run is 1 by 8. 1 by 18. 1 by, or else I can take it as 1 because I've already multiplied with 18. No? So I'm not taking it as 1 by 18. I'm taking as 1. So cancelling this part 6 times, it is 3 by 4. Okay. So taking to the other side, I'll be getting as X by 32 is equal to 1 minus 3 by 4. 1 minus 3 by 4 is nothing but 1 by 4. Now, what number if I substitute for X, I'll get 1 by 4. X is going to be 8 because cancelling this, I'll be getting 1 by 4. Yeah. So how much time pipe B should be closed so that the tank is full? First, let's have the fun part here. You'll see the chat. I guess no one has given me the answer, man. The chat. Guys, you go ahead with the answer. I've derived the answer also. Go ahead with the option. Which could be the option? Now, one good option, man. Deepak, very good. I'm not letting it. Yeah, I know this is a trap. Okay, I got both the options. Ultimately, the option that I didn't get is 11 and 12. I have got the answer of 8. The question pipe B should be closed so that the tank is full. So, and it is not like the same question which I had like previously. Oh, I got the answer 12 also. 12 is not the answer anyway. After how much time pipe B should be closed? Or as they are asking, how long this pipe B is open so that I can fill it in. So 10 should not be the answer. It should be 8. Pipe B should be closed for 10 minutes. Pipe B should be open for 8 minutes. So from the beginning, 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, pipe B should be closed. So that's how logically it is. So let's move forward. Last 2 questions. Yeah, Deepak. A large tank can be filled by two pipes P and Q, 60 minutes and 40 minutes. How many minutes will it take for the tanker from empty state? Fill the tanker from empty state. If Q is used for half time and P in, so logically speaking, half of the efficiency of Q is being used, and P and Q is used for the balance half time to take it for one completely. So Q, we know that it's 1 by 40. So I'm substituting the values. P is going to be 1 by 60. Q is going to be 1 by 40. So LCM is going to be 20 into 2, 20 into 3. 20 into 2 into 3, 2 3s are 6, 6 into 2 is 21. 20 should be the logic. So if I use 120 here, P plus Q, this should be 2 plus 3, 5, 5 by 120. This part, I'm going to get it as 1 by 40. So it is like 1 by 40 into 2. So it should be 1 by 80 plus 5 by 120. I cancel it out. I'll be getting as 1 by 24. So P plus Q is 1 by 24. 1 by 24 into 1 by 2. So it should be 1 by 48. So I'll take it as 8 into 10. Yeah. Or as you can take it as 16 into 5. This is 16 into 3. So 16 into 3 into 5. So 16 into 15. 16 into 10 is 160. 16 into 5 is 80. 160 plus 80 is 240. With which number I'll get 240 for 80? I'll get it 3. Which number with 24? 24 into 48. 48 into 10 by 2 is 240. So it should be 5. 8 by 240. That is nothing but 1 by 30. The answer is 30 minutes. Simple question. I guess I'm taking extra 15 minutes. No problem. Last question. With this, I wind up. Because this is one definitely asked kind of a question in any placement examination. So a bath has 2 taps and a waste pipe. So I'll take the tap 1 to be A, tap 2 to be B. I give these both plus symbol and this last one tap as minus symbol because it is a waste pipe which is sending out. These 2 taps are filling, the last tap is sending out. Okay, one of the tap would be filling the bath in 10 minutes. So the first tap is 10 minutes. Let's take 1 by 10. The second tap would take quarter of an hour. In hour, you have 60 minutes. Quarter of an hour, you should get 15 minutes. And the last one takes exactly 7.5 minutes. So 7.5, 7.5, to write it in fraction, I'll give it as 15 by 2. That makes my question also a bit more easier. So 2 by 50 in that case. So all this put together is 1. X into what should be, this 1 is what they're asking. Simple concept. 10 and 5. LCM, 5 into 2 into 3. 5 into 2 into 3 is 2 3s are 6. 5 into 5 is 30. So this is going to be 30. Next is let's take it as 30 is 3 plus 2, right? For 10 it is 3, 15 it is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay. Now don't cancel this because I have one more negative part, that is 2 by 15. Now I know that I should have only if I have 30 is common part, I can do it as an easy calculation. So what I do is I multiply 2 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator. So 4 and 30. That is going to be 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is nothing but 1 by 30. Ultimately, the tap is open for 30 minutes. Clear? I guess you guys were able to understand. Quick as then I'll share my experience, what I had with. Yeah, Nitin, very good. Answer is 30. Yes, I got 1 S. Others, ask. Were you able to understand the session? That's what I need to know. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Super, super guys. Thank you.
Okay, so Cheta, if you don't mind, can I take another 2 more minutes?
Yeah, 2 more minutes, that's it. Because we don't
Yeah,
want
no
to
problem.
keep them here for long. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. So this is to tell that you people to share my experience, like what I did with my quants. How did I learn quants? So basically, what I'm sharing now is my RBI scorecard. So this exam is my prelims scorecard. I forgot I couldn't get the main scorecard. I was searching for that. This is my prelims scorecard, which the exam happened was like for 100 marks. The exam happened for 100 marks, and my mark is 95 out of 100. So why do I say this experience is that this quants is a very important topic, which is going to give you the ability to prove in any exam. Yeah. So you can see that my score in quants was the quants exam for the people who write RBI, who know the government exams logic. You can easily see that this exam, this part is for 35 marks. Okay, I didn't attend one question, so I attended 34 questions where all 34 was right. So why do I say this is that was the score booster of this exam. I've also written another exam like this one. This was my IBBS in my manager's training exam where I got selected in the final exam also. So one thing that I would like to put across to you guys is that this quants, I got a lot of questions, sir. Which book do you prefer? What was your strategy? How did you prepare for quants? How you are able to do fast? I would like to share just three things in quants. The first thing is that you need patience. You need practice. Second is consistency. Not only in quants, let it be in anything that you do. You need to be patient. You need to have practice. You need to have consistency. So book, I personally prefer whatever problem, wherever you look, you need to practice out. So there is no common book for practice. If you think India Bricks is a good option, you can go with India Bricks. I guess from Insight we will be soon releasing an app also. You can use that questions where you have in which you can use those questions also. So a commonly suggested book, people say that R.S. Agarwal is a good book. I personally don't think that. You need to have some good standards of preparation also, right? So, according to me, Arun Sharma Arun Sharma book for CAT, that's an excellent book to prepare. Okay, so if you are planning to do any book sort of a thing, Arun Sharma's book is excellent. That is actually for CAT. I know that, but that book is excellent. So I guess Alex, I answered your question. For not only for aptitude, that is common for like verbal, for DI, for LR. We have separate books for in Arun Sharma. Arun Sharma book is excellent. Next about preparation, you need to have dedicated hours of practice. I'm not saying that you need to sit and prepare for like 10 hours, 15 hours. I've never done that. You need to have at least dedicated hours of 2 hours. Preparing for undedicated 80 hours has no point than preparing for total of dedicated say 20 hours, 25 hours. That's even more better. Second. Third thing is that you should not be very much destined about your result. Emphasis more on this practice. Your process is more important than your result. all these words are something that has been borrowed from the past from Rajat Chetan. So he is one person where I look at always. So we are associated for more than 5 years now, each and every point of time. So all these words are into me now. Even one book that he has suggested me, I even books of his reference. This book is suggestion. Even I read this book every often one now and then. Completed 3-4 times. So what he has said is what all this. You need to have practice, you need to have consistency, you need to have determination. Emphasis more on practice, don't emphasis on result. As per book part, Arun Sharma stands as Bible for a lot of CAT students, and that is also a decent book to work with. You will get all the concepts, thorough knowledge. That's what. Thank you
Thank you.
for the opportunity, Ranjit.
Thank you. Thank you, Jano. I think we have an option to clap for Jano. So I think I have clapped for you, Jano. The rest of them will follow, I guess. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to send a message to everybody on chat box. So if you can please read the message. Ashik, Jano, can you guys read the message about the participants? Yeah. So that's a message from me to all the participants in this forum. So I think we have Rahul sir. Rahul sir is going to take the session for you people tomorrow. So Rahul sir called up in between and he asked me, why am I sitting totally lost? And so, I was actually resting my chin on my hands and I was sitting. And I told Rahul sir that, after about 20 years, I was sitting in a math class for this long. And my mom would have been proud, if she was around here, because I remember getting 1 out of 100 in mathematics for my model exams. That my last score in my model exam 12th standard was 1, because I think I slept or I fainted, I think, after seeing the question paper. So how many of you hate maths here? So you can put the yes. I can see some polls. Yeah. How many of you hate maths? Okay. I think everybody loves maths. Okay. Alex Verghese, is that yes now or it was earlier? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So Alex Verghese says yes, he hates maths. Alex, you have company here, brother. I'm with you. And so if I have made a living out of motivation, that is only because there were a lot of people who hated mathematics and I just had to motivate them to say that, don't worry, maths is nothing, we can just still make a life out of, everything else. Okay, Abhilash is also saying yes, I think. Thank you. Arjun says, I hate maths. Mega Parvati, sister, I'm with you. Rahul says, okay, now that... Oh, but he got 90%, Arjun. Okay, but he hates maths. Okay, that's a very peculiar sort of a combination. Okay, but so thank you. So just Jeno, he's my brother. He has been with me for 6 years now. Jeno is a 100 percentile CAT guy. He has been doing it for years. But he always wanted to get into some entity like RBI, and he's working for it. Thank you, Jeno. Fantastic session. Yeah. I must say that you have been a pro in this. The way you interacted with the students, it's amazing. And let me just put this to all the students here. See, I don't mind admitting our mistakes. I'm that sort of an entrepreneur who will put it across to people, saying that, see, even I am new to the whole online training. Because if there is something that I strongly believed in my life was to ensure that we give the best of the resource to our students. And that is the reason why we never expanded beyond Kerala. The only college that we used to work outside Kerala is Sahyadri. So we never ventured out of Kerala, though we have been in this business for more than 10 years. The only reason being, when a student pays 500 rupees to attend our training program, I want to give the best of the resource to that student. And I cannot replicate that resource in 50 other colleges, because even in our college, if there are 50 faculty, we know that 5 of them are excellent, 10 of them are good, rest of them are like, okay. So we always wanted to give the best to all the students. So that is the reason why we never ventured out of Kerala, because it was difficult to get excellent trainers beyond a particular number. So we decided to stay in Kerala. We had our number of, few colleges, our students, and we were quite happy with our line of work. But And also, I was slightly skeptical about the digital training part of it in the beginning, because ideally, as a trainer, having trained so many students, I wanted to see their faces. When I crack a joke, I want to see the smile on their faces. That really motivates me more than the money. But right now, I'm cracking the joke and I'm laughing, at myself on the screen, which is slightly weird. But that is the only option that we have, right? So yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. Just like you people, we are also learning. Both of us will make mistakes. Trust me, after I finished my session, my connectivity went off. So I think some spiritual power is working for me. This will happen to all of us, and we are going to make mistakes, but we need to trust each other. We need to support each other, because this is the best option that we have. And please be ensured that once you are with us, once you are with me, we will ensure that there is enough value to whatever you decide to do with us. Your time, your attention, even if there is money involved at some point of time. See, we could have done it without this summit. Trust me when I say this, because we already have our projects lined up in the month of August and September. It would have been very easy for us. But I wanted my trainers to come on this platform, spend time with the students. I want to take your feedback. I want to take the feedback from the students. I want to see whether we are able to add some value to the students who are going to come and get trained with us. So the final note is, I'm just going to share my screen to show you one last PPT. I hope you guys can see the PPT. Yeah, Jano?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
okay. So
can see.
that's my email address. I know some of you are asking for the recorded session. It will be on iSkew's YouTube channel very soon. Don't worry about it. Uh, that's my email ID. I'm just gonna leave you with this last question that I asked in my first session. So this is one interview question that people are gonna ask you. How did you spend your final year during the lockdown for 6 to 8 months? So how did you build your resume? In a normal scenario, of course, as I said earlier, you will do your workshops, your conferences, your management tech competitions, your tech fest, management fest projects, certifications, industry interaction, volunteering, membership in professional bodies. But in a COVID scenario, in the next 1 year, what are the kind of things that you can do to build your resume? And this is my suggestion. You can ponder over it. Do a lot of online networking. Do one-on-one skill development courses. I'm not talking about those virtual online courses where you sit and watch some videos. No, I would prefer you to talk to a trainer like this, get your doubt clearances done, get a rapport with the trainer, get more information. So one-on-one skill development courses, mentoring. If you can find a mentor, nothing like it. I'll be the most happiest person if you can find a mentor during these tough times, because you would badly require somebody to guide you. As I said during the pre-summit, success happens with the best of the opportunity, best of the preparation, with the best people, the right people. Community of learning. Be part of some community where you could learn from each other. You could share your passion, share opportunities. If I see something on LinkedIn as a job opportunity, I should be able to put it in a WhatsApp group so that everybody else gets to access the information. Do some technical certification program. We will talk about it in the next session. Build a great LinkedIn profile. Very, very important for MBA people, very, very important for engineering. I would stress that for MBA students, build a great LinkedIn profile. You need to know how to use LinkedIn. We will have a session on that. Find the right people in the system, guys. That is very, very important. You cannot have the right system with wrong people. So people who are above you, people who are supposed to guide you to the right direction, I just hope you find the right people to do that. Be curious and excited, guys. Just be curious to know things around you, learn new things. That is very, very important. You need to be excited. You need to be curious. See, yesterday we did a session for MBA. I was at least expecting 25 engineers to come and sit for the session. They would have definitely let you in. And that would have convinced me that, okay, these guys are like fantastic, right? They want to know about things. For MBA students, I might be repeating, but just for the engineering students, go and watch the Stanford speech by Steve Jobs, where he says that I was not interested in my university classes. I was just loitering around the campus. I walked into a calligraphy class and I started learning calligraphy. Calligraphy is about handwriting. And he said, once I finished the course, my handwriting was as bad as it was in the beginning of the course. And I never understood, why did I ever do it? Until the day when I decided to come out with Macintosh, because I realized that technological products could be aesthetically built. It could look beautiful. And something could look beautiful. I learned from the calligraphy class that handwriting could be beautiful. Then why not technological products? And he said the calligraphy class had nothing to do with what I did at Apple, but it just helped me to connect the dots. And that is what being curious does to people. Understand that. So you need to be curious. So every opportunity that you get, take it up. I mean, a data analytics session. I've sat through a data analytics session. I didn't understand anything, A to Z, nothing. Financial accounting classes. I've sat down. I haven't understood anything at the IIM when I went there for a certification program. But the sheer fact that the curiosity inside me, the excitement inside me to just sit there and listen to something new, that is amazing, right? And that is the sign of growth, guys. And the last point is power of sacrifice. This is the last point and I'm done. The power of sacrifice is very simple, right? We need to do certain sacrifices to reach the top. You cannot have everything and still reach the top. See, today you have sacrificed 2 hours of your Instagram and your Facebook or anything else, maybe Netflix, Amazon Prime. So now that is a sort of sacrifice. Sometimes you will have to do a sacrifice of your money to get into something, sacrifice of your time. So power of sacrifice is very, very important. You should definitely go and watch Jordan Peterson. On YouTube, where he has spoken about power of sacrifice and why it is important for people to do it. So thank you everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to all you people. Any queries, you can always get back to us. You can put your comments on the chat box. So I'm going to just open a poll just to know from you people, how did you find this? As I said, all of us are new to it. We are also trying to understand how this goes. So iSkew Summit Day 1. I'm just putting a poll on your screen. I hope you can see it. Yeah. Could you just cast your poll so that I have an idea in terms of where we are with the whole iSkew Summit? Could you please cast your poll, everyone? Yeah. So I'm getting few votes. Yes. I'll really appreciate if you could help us with the poll. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Nishal, connecting the dots, looking backward. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Danya, yes, we will put it on YouTube. You can definitely watch it. Okay, Shibani Pindo has put a YouTube link. I think that's the Stanford speech. This is the best part about being together as a team, right? You're coming together as a community. It feels fantastic to connect with people. See, we already have the YouTube link. Great, guys. Okay. Okay, all right.
I've got one more query personally. Sir, can you put these questions that we have discussed today in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, we will do that, Jana. We'll let them get in touch. Akhil Raj says Jordan Peterson is a great choice. Oh, absolutely, Akhil. I can't agree more on that. And he's like the godfather for millennials. And I follow him. I've attended this meeting only because of your class. Arjun, is that for Jeno or for me?